What's up, sports fans? This is the Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel. It is time for a new video idea that I came up with right here on the channel. As you guys know, the 2024 Heisman Memorial Trophy ceremony is this upcoming weekend. It'll be held on Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm pretty sure that's what time the winner will be announced. So with that coming up this weekend, and with no other video ideas that I came up with, and with the playoff, predictions starting next week, I thought, why not do a Heisman Memorial Trophy ceremony prediction? I'm going to give you my prediction of who I think is going to win the Heisman for four of these players. And we got really good players in the Heisman Trophy race for this year. These players have had a tremendous year and everything. Their stats are very insane. So I'm going to go through the stats here for all four of these players. And, based off of the stats and then just based off of how that player has played this year, that's the reason why I think they're going to win the Heisman. Again, I think. I don't really feel confident with my Heisman Trophy prediction, because some of these four players, either have not played a tough schedule this year and they just are in the Heisman race because of their numbers, and they're not playing against really good competition. I guess it just depends on who has the best game against a really, really good team, and I just think that's what it's going to come down to. But I think a lot of people are expecting, this guy to probably win it, this year pretty easily, but we're just going to go through the stats here. So we're going to be predicting who I think is going to win the Heisman Trophy coming up this weekend. Again, we got the four finalists, from a couple of days ago. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, and we will start here with the first player of the Heisman finalists, and that's going to be the quarterback, Dillon Gabriel of Oregon. This guy has a lot of experience at the college football level. You look at his stats on the season for 2024, he has thrown for 3,558 yards of passing, 28 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions, and he has completed 73.2% of his passes this year. That's definitely a better percentage compared to where he was, when he was at UCF and then obviously at Oklahoma. I don't think he was really that good at Oklahoma, for the last couple years. I'm not saying he was bad there. I just don't think, the offense really fit into him. But he was really outstanding at UCF, in the year of 2017. That's where he started to become a legend. And he's been in college football for a very long time. Now he comes to Oregon this year. He has put up some big numbers, and that's why he is a Heisman finalist. So, those, big numbers right there, 3,500 yards, over 500 yards of passing, and 28 touchdowns is going to put you in the Heisman Trophy finalists. And then, of course, the passing completion percentage is definitely, a lot better compared to where he was at Oklahoma and UCF. He has just done an outstanding job, first year, the first half of the season, those first two games, he got off to a really slow start, it wasn't really, fitting into the system, but ever since those first two games, Dillon Gabriel has just put up some big numbers. Now, against really good competition, he had a pretty good game against Ohio State, so maybe that's why, he got caught in the detention of, being a Heisman finalist. So, yeah, he has a lot of experience at the college football level. It took him a very long time to be a Heisman finalist because he had great years at UCF and then also maybe decent years at Oklahoma. He is finally as a Heisman finalist, so congratulations to Dillon Gabriel. But those are his stats for 2024. Again, 3,558 yards, 28 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions, and his passing completion percentage is at 73.2%. So that's the first player of the Heisman finalists. So let's now move on to the next player. We go to Travis Hunter of Colorado. Travis Hunter plays both sides of the football at wide receiver and also at cornerback on the defensive side of the football. You look at his offensive numbers first, 92 catches on the year. That is an insane catch number there, 1,152 yards. And I forgot to put his receiving touchdowns, but he has 14 receiving touchdowns. That's the last time that I looked at it, so he had 14 receiving touchdowns this year. So, yeah, that's what it says online on ESPN for his stats. Those are insane numbers for, Travis Hunter. He has been one of the best wide receivers in all of college football this year. And definitely on the defense, he's been pretty good there. That's the reason why he plays both sides of the football. And to have him play on both sides of the football, that's really insane to me. You got him with 24 tackles and 4 picks on the year. So, yeah, he's had a really good defensive, performance this year, compared to where he was last year in his first year at Colorado. There are definitely more better numbers compared to last year, and that's the reason why he is on the Heisman finalist list. And again, you look at that, 92 catches on the year, 1,000 152 yards, and then 14 receiving touchdowns. Yeah, that's an insane stat number on the offensive side of the football. And yeah, Travis Hunter came from Jacksonville State, from a couple years ago. People didn't really know much about him, but now they really do, because he came back to play for Division I football, in the Pac-12 from last year, and then he comes to the Big 12. I think he definitely is the Big 12 Player of the Year. Look, I know he gets all this attention. He's definitely like the clear Heisman Trophy winner, but there's other really good players on here that could probably beat him out. I'm not saying that Travis Hunter is going to lose and, win the Heisman, but there's just a lot of other good players out there. And look, I know Deion Sanders say that he is definitely the Heisman Trophy winner, but you never know. Sometimes, that just doesn't go your way. But yeah, Travis Hunter has put up insane numbers this year. Again, those are his stats: 92 catches on the year, 1,152 yards. Again, I did mess up my graphic there, not putting his 14 receiving touchdowns, but that's his number there: 14 receiving touchdowns on the year, 24 tackles on the defensive side of the football, and then intercepting 4 passes this year. So Travis Hunter is on the Heisman finalist. Let's now move on to the third player. And this guy has insane numbers. That's Ashton Jeanty, running back of Boise State. Look at his numbers on the year: 2,497 rushing yards, 29 rushing touchdowns, and then he's also getting it done with the receiving game. Has 20 catches on the year, 116 yards, and then just 1 touchdown. I know that's not really a good stat there, but this guy can really catch the football. But the running game has been really the difference here for Ashton Jeanty. He's one of the top running backs in the country and definitely in all of college football in this new generation. This is kind of the first time that we've seen like a running back have like a phenomenal season, probably since Derrick Henry, but this is a group of 5 running back, but he's one of the best running backs in the country, in my opinion. And I've been saying that Boise State, they've been the top Mountain West team with Ashton Jeanty because of him, because of his playmaking ability. This is the reason why Boise State is in the college football playoff, and that's the reason why, Ashton Jeanty is a Heisman finalist, because this team really rallied around him. But, they really felt focused on him, giving the football a lot more. And you look at that game against Oregon, he had a breakout game in that performance. All games that he's played this year, he's just had very phenomenal performances. I mean, he's had like games where he's been over 200 yards and then 3 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, Ashton Jeanty maybe has a little bit of ups and downs where he was, in the first half of the year, but he has just been an unstoppable running back. This guy has put up insane numbers. Again, it kind of, goes back to the Barry Sanders day. Barry Sanders was very unstoppable, but yeah, Ashton Jeanty has put up really good numbers, and again, I think he's one of the best running backs in the country and definitely in all of college football, and definitely in this new generation of the 2020s. So yeah, Ashton Jeanty, insane numbers: 2,497 yards, 29 rushing touchdowns, 20 catches on the year as a receiver, and then 116 yards and then 1 receiving touchdown. That is Ashton Jeanty. Let's now move on to the last Heisman finalist, and that is the quarterback of Miami, Cam Ward. So Cam Ward, his team is not playing in the college football playoff, but look at his stats on the year: 4,123 yards of passing. That is very insane. And then 36 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. Now his passing completion percentage is at 67.4%, which is not really that bad. It's, quite decent and everything. But, we've seen Cam Ward, this year make really good throws, and then sometimes he'll make a bad throw here and there. When he's under pressure at the quarterback position, he's not really like a big-time runner. He just likes to throw the football a lot. And this is a guy that came over from Washington State to be under Mario Cristobal's offense, and he has just had a very phenomenal season. Even at times when he's been under pressure and throwing like bad throws, Cam Ward is pretty much the reason why Miami is where they're at this year. Even though they did not make the playoff, this is a guy that really brought Miami to 10 wins on the season after Miami had a really rough last couple years. So yeah, Miami really desperately needed him, and when he came, to Miami, I was saying that he was definitely a Heisman candidate and probably could be one of the best quarterbacks in the country. I know Dylan Gabriel is pretty good and he's a Heisman finalist, but I think Cam Ward is the best quarterback in the country. I know you got other quarterbacks out there that might be better than Cam Ward, but The weakness of Cam Ward is definitely getting under pressure, and when he's under pressure, he can't really throw an accurate football sometimes. Sometimes here and there he'll do that, but sometimes he'll throw a bad throw, and it does result probably in an interception and everything. But yeah, Cam Ward has just been unstoppable this year. He's got 4,123 yards and then 36 touchdown passes. Yeah, those numbers are definitely going to put you in the Heisman Trophy, finalists and everything. And he's very close to putting at 40 touchdowns. So if he has a breakout performance, even if he does not play, maybe against, Iowa State in the Pop-Tarts Bowl, then yeah, Cam Ward's got a pretty bright future in the NFL. He just has to really work on his accuracy when he's under pressure at throwing the football. So yeah, Cam Ward, 4,123 yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and then 67.4% completion percentage. All right, let's now make my Heisman Trophy prediction here. So we got the 4 finalists here. Dillon Gabriel of Oregon at quarterback, Travis Hunter of Colorado, wide receiver / cornerback, Ashton Jeanty, running back of Boise State, and then Cam Ward, quarterback of Miami. These are 4 very talented players. Dillon Gabriel has been in college football more than these 3 other guys. But, Cam Ward has also been in college football for quite a while. Travis Hunter has been the breakout star at Colorado for the last couple years. And then Ashton Jeanty just came out of nowhere and put on an unbelievable season, at running the football. Again, one of the best running backs in the country, in my opinion. This is a tough one. I've been really kind of back and forth on these 4 guys at who I think is going to win the Heisman Trophy, but I have been really liking this guy ever since, probably, the second game of the season against Oregon, and you probably already know who I'm talking about, and that is Ashton Jeanty. I think this guy definitely deserves it. Look, I know Travis Hunter might be the favorite. Cam Ward probably could be a heavy favorite as well. I don't think Dillon Gabriel is going to win it because I feel like, these guys have put up more insane numbers than Dillon Gabriel has. I know he's got a pretty good completion percentage, but I got to go with Ashton Jeanty. I think Ashton Jeanty, that is just my gut feeling. I think Ashton Jeanty is going to be the Heisman Trophy winner. Again, putting up insane numbers at, the group of 5 level. I know Boise State's had a pretty easy schedule this year, but when it came down to big games, Ashton Jeanty just knows when to step up. And, when his team is falling behind, he just puts the team on his back and really takes over this team. And that is what Ashton Jeanty has been all about this year. Look, I know Travis Hunter is a great player. I think he'll probably be that runner-up, to be honest, but if Ashton Jeanty doesn't win this, I feel like, Travis Hunter might win it. But yeah, Ashton Jeanty, I think, definitely deserves it. I don't know why people are not talking about Ashton Jeanty being maybe the front runner of the Heisman, but we'll see what happens on Saturday. So that is my official prediction here for the 2024 Heisman Memorial Trophy ceremony. Again, I got Ashton Jeanty winning this one just because of his numbers and then also just of how breakout of a player he has been. So let me guys know what you think about my Heisman Trophy prediction. Give me your prediction for the Heisman Trophy ceremony down in the comments below. Who do you think wins it? Dillon Gabriel, Ashton Jeanty, Travis Hunter, or Cam Ward? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more sports content videos on my Lucas Ross Sports YouTube channel.